Jumbo Mohicans and new listeners, welcome to the Magic Our Way podcast from New Orleans, Louisiana, in the United States of America. We invite you to feel the libations.
Feel it, feel it.
We present a magical a-Musings episode in which we discuss what we wish Disney would bring back. For this show, we have Danny, Eli, Lee, and myself, Kevin. How's everybody doing tonight?
Doing good, Kevin. Doing real good.
Always happy to be here doing the thing, man. Just it's late, but pushing through it.
That's right.
Making
Doing
it
the
fun,
thing.
doing the thing.
Lee's in his car doing his thing, sucking his Whataburger thing down.
With that air conditioner blowing on it.
Delicious.
Yes, sir.
Delicious. So, Lee, this is a topic that you brought forth to us upon our bodice and presented to us like this is something we need to discuss. Do you want to tell the listeners a little bit more about what you wanted to talk about today?
Yeah, Obi Lee Lastavica.
I mean, it's pretty easy. It's pretty straightforward, right? Like, there's a lot of things that have gone away, especially with COVID, that haven't returned yet. There's maybe some things that others miss just in general that we wish would come back. So just a simple, straightforward topic. What do you wish Disney would bring back? Could be a attraction, could be a show, could be a policy, could be a former CEO, like whatever, anything you wish that Disney would bring back.
Interesting.
It's all fair game.
All right.
So,
All
just
right.
what do we wish Disney would bring back as we roll into 2023 in just a few months here?
Well, I think you should go first, right? Since this is your topic, and we'll lead off with that. Does that sound fair?
I thought you should close it out since this is topic.
Oh, you want him to close out?
I
Yeah.
could open, I could close. Don't matter.
Do you like them
flexible.
opened or closed? I don't know. It's like, how do we like
Yeah.
our Lastavica? It's kind of like an oyster. It tastes better when it's open.
You like to open it up, you like to finish.
Well, how about this? Let's do a co-opening because I think right away, me and Danny are going to have one of the biggest things we want to bring back. We're going to be on the same page here because Danny even mentioned it.
That's a big assumption.
I already mentioned it?
No, Danny mentioned this on the previous show, but we worded it a little different. So
Oh.
Danny said on a previous show he wished that the cast members would bring back, what would you say, compassion or empathy or something to that degree. I would word it as give them empowerment again. Bring back some cast member empowerment to make things right for guests when things go wrong, or to, be able to empathize and be able to do things for guests. I'm not sure if they don't feel like they can, or if there's maybe a different message coming down from upper management now, or just the way things are. I'm not sure what it is, but this year I can name a handful of times where things have happened with guests, and I'm like, that's not very Disney-ish. Like, I don't remember Disney taking that stance or not willing to go the extra mile for these particular clients. And I could give some examples of it, I'm happy to do that. But I just wish that they would have more of that old-time Disney attitude and bring back that tradition of trying to go over the top to make guests happy.
Yeah, Lee, that was not something I had on my list, but that is definitely something that I talked about in my last trip report, about how the cast member congeniality, shall we say, had been cut down because their powers had been lessened to an extent. So I understand that. I definitely understand that.
Yeah, I think you're right. Like, I'm sure that the cast members want to make magic for people, and they want to do right by people, and they want them to have a good time. But I think there are some things that are being, and again, I'm just assuming here, but I think there's some things being pushed down to where they don't have that. They don't feel that they have that power to do those things.
Yeah, the freedom to act and be able to try and fix the problem for you without upper management giving them the okay first.
Yeah, slowing it down.
Oh,
on the
man,
spot.
yeah.
But yeah, it's a tough spot to be in. I would rather, I agree though, that would be nice to bring back. I mean, as long as they cheer
100%.
me up. That's all. Not to say, hey, you can't come on this ride or something.
Well, it used to be you went to guest relations and they were like, what do we need to do? This, done. And now you go to guest relations and they're like, well, I'm sorry, that's just policy.
Yeah.
Policy, or I got to ask my manager. Oh, yeah. Well, speaking of upper management, one thing I wanted to say that was on my list is bring back a true creative in upper management, in that upper organization structure. Because I think...
more creativity in there.
Can we get an amen on that?
Yeah.
Woo!
Yeah.
I think the pendulum has swung a little bit too far to the business side of things in
You
Disney's
don't
world.
say.
And yeah, I know, right?
Yeah.
Go figure. I think it's too much data driven, too much business driven, and there's not enough creative people up in that higher echelon of the org chart that is helping to balance that out. You know,
What chart? The orc?
the organizational chart.
Oh, I thought you said the orc chart because yes, I compare them to orcs myself.
Yes, orcs.
Yes.
Orcs works too.
They are big trolls, very big trolls.
And I'm thinking Walt and Roy, Eisner and Wells. I mean, they were perfect. And that, last time we had a good pair like that was Eisner Wells.
Yep.
It's been a long time since they had that balance, that yin and yang, the balance between the two opposing forces of let's make the money work and keep the business afloat versus, hey, this is what we do to push the boundaries of creativity.
I would love to have somebody who creatively swung for the fences. Wasn't just concerned about the stock price.
Yes.
That would be a blessing. I know Michael Eisner got a lot of flack for making those direct-to-DVD sequels like these live-action reimaginings of classic Disney. Like, you remember when he was getting waylaid for picking at the bones of these Disney classics?
Yeah.
And now we've got these live-action reimaginings of Sleeping Beauty and Cinderella and
Beauty
and the Beast and all that all suck.
Yeah.
I mean, let's just be honest. They did. I'm sorry. I mean, I know Eisner got some flack, but at least he swung for the flint. He swung.
Yeah.
The man went for the fences.
And that's the thing is, like, the last true creative we had close to that was Lasseter. But we know what happened to Lasseter.
He hugs too much.
He hugs too much, yeah.
Auto hug holds.
All that kind of stuff and whatever. And so that was probably the last true creative, I think, of in Disney's time that was close to the upper end of that organizational chart that could have balanced out everything that's business. Now it's just pure business. There's Kevin Feige, but he's a little busy. He's stretched thin.
Mm-hmm.
So he's not effective enough to balance out the business Disney animal, so to speak.
Yeah, but I don't even know about Kevin Feige right now.
I would agree with that, too.
He's suspect as well at this point in time.
He overpaid.
But would
Right.
you say he's the closest thing to creative they have so far? That's it, but it not. And that's stretching it thin, I think.
Can we not bring back Joe Rody? Can we not do that?
Oh,
Let's do that.
Joe said, "Screw you guys! I'm taking my ball. I'm out of here." He pulled a Cartman. He's like, "I'm out of here. Screw you guys! I'm out of here. I'm leaving."
I get Michael Eisner took a lot of deserved flack, but I mean, when you look at the mistakes Eisner made, at least you can say, well, yeah, he took a bath on Euro Disney and he was trying to overcompensate for that, and
It was post Wells. He lost his balance.
yeah, and he was coming off of a series of home runs, and he wasn't used to a hitting slump. But I don't know, man. When like you look at it, like when people compare, like, oh man, California Adventure sucked. I don't know, man. Toy Story Land, Galaxy's Edge, Pandora, all these lands that have opened since then. And this is not when the Disney Company was rebounding from Euro Disney. I mean, it seems like all these lands and all these offerings have been kind of underwhelming.
It hasn't been as impactful as the previous opening.
I think Cosmic
Under different
Rewind
leadership,
is
yeah.
underwhelming. I think there's a lot of things that could have been done better. I think Michael Eisner, as time has gone by, his mistakes have become a lot more understandable.
Yeah.
And I'm sure I'm going to get some flack for that one, but and I'm not saying bring back Michael Eisner, but I am on board with bringing back somebody who puts creativity and the idea of being able to give customers their money's worth rather than the bottom line and the shareholder price.
Right.
Yeah.
You're trying to help the customer, not the shareholder, the stakeholders,
Yeah.
if you will.
And that's the thing. It's like you need the guy to say, this is what's going to push the
Yeah.
boundaries, going to bring him back. And then somebody on the other side is like, okay, but this is how we have to do
Right.
it. Let's work together and make this happen.
Can we balance the force in some kind of a way?
Yes, there's no balance to the force.
Yes, for the last decade, we've been doing total money control, smart. Can we at least start taking swings for the fences?
Well, you've also got to think about that maybe there's some decisions being made right now that are good for the short term, but they're going to really affect negatively the long term. And you need someone in there that's thinking long game.
Yeah.
5 years from now, 10 years from now, where are we going to be? As opposed to, well, we need to find a way to drum up some money for this year so that we can, keep the stock up or whatever. Mm-hmm. The people that are just looking at numbers, all they can worry about is fixing those numbers right now. But you've got to have faith in your product and in your processes that it's going to pay off in the long run. Down the line, you're going to be able to grow the company more so than what you're going to do to add a few dollars today.
I was gonna say for mine, and it just kind of piggybacks off of it, and it's just like just lower prices in general. But to me, it's almost like talking about gas prices. Like remember back in the day, gas was $1.99. You're like, well, that's kind of high, but I could deal with it. Then all of a sudden it went up to like $2.50. Like, ooh, that's too high. But now like gas is almost $4. Like, boy, I sure do miss $2.50 a gallon.
I miss 98 cents.
Yeah. But I would equate this to that in that when someone used to tell me about going on a Disney trip, I used to say, okay, I know roughly how much that will cost me to make. But now, kind of like, I don't think I have enough. I think there used to be a joke I would say about, selling kidneys and all this other stuff. I think I got to find somebody else, sell their kidneys on top of my kidneys to go ahead and like
kidneys on kidneys.
Double kidneys.
Stacking those kidneys on kidneys.
Yeah.
Jordan.
Some poor homeless man gonna wake up on the bridge like, what happened to my kid? Like, I'm sorry, I gotta go on the trip. I need it. But yeah, I missed the prices.
So the prices. So you say. So like you're saying getting rid of the fluctuating prices?
Yeah, more affordable like it was like I guess like decades ago.
Wasn't that long ago, but I get that. I mean, I'd like to know what I'm paying for when I'm booking this thing, not with the individual day states. I'd love it if they bring back the slow season, but that's not mine.
Slow season? Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
You remember there used to be that thing
called
slow season?
I remember that was a slow season.
They keep doing what they're doing. There'll be a slow season coming up soon. I guarantee.
Maybe
that.
that's what they're going for, man. They are bringing back the slow season.
Yeah, the hard way.
Yes. They never do anything easy, Danny.
All right,
Danny.
So it's my turn.
Yes, sir.
I would say, and I know this will never happen, but I would say bring back paper fast pass.
Oh, I got that on my list.
Me too.
I got that on my list.
Me too.
I'm sorry. What is not to like here? It's free to use, shorter standby times, Haunted Mansion and Pirates of the Caribbean were practically walk-on attractions, access to top-tier attractions throughout the day, even if you didn't arrive into the park until afternoon at some point in time.
Word.
Yeah, dude. Like, what is not to love about the idea of paper Fast Pass as opposed to all this Fast Pass Plus, Genie Plus, Fast Plus Plus Plus, Fast Pass Triple Plus,
all the plus,
Quad Plus, all the
Quad Quad Lightning Double Chain Plus,
and like a mofo, like all the plus and like what
Plus and
is
plus.
not to love
Double plus.
about just plain old. And I get that. Look, it's yes in today's day and age, it's wasteful to be printing out papers, man. But just have something that we can go over there and scan. Boom, we've checked in. We're here. Yes, that would be fine.
Just give us Max Pass.
You know what, Lee? I would say that, and that would be something I'd be fine with them bringing back. That was going to be my caveat to this. Bring back, because I mean, this would incorporate Disneyland too, right? And Max Pass is gone, right?
Yeah.
Right. So Max Pass, I would accept that just the same. So Paper Fast Pass or Max Pass, bring back either of the two, because it's a nice hybrid of Paper Fast Pass with technological know-how, as Walt would put it.
Good absorption, has wings.
Yes.
And don't forget, in addition to that, I mean, you can always add a happy moment to a stranger's day. If you were leaving, you can say, here you go.
You can make a magical moment.
There
You're right.
go. You know, you a cast member now for a split second. So there you go. Share a little happy. You can't do that now. You can't be like, here my plus lightning lane plus. Can't give you that. I didn't pay $15 for that. Can't have that.
They could make a part of the system to where you could share your Fast Pass with a stranger. If you have a Chick-fil-A app and you get a free sandwich, I can give that sandwich to a friend of mine. If they've got the Chick-fil-A app, be like, hey, man, you want this sandwich? Go to town, dude. I'm going to send you my sandwich over the phone.
Go to town on me.
Technology's there.
Don't base it on Chick-fil-A, man.
Chick-fil-A.
I'm not a big Chick-fil-A guy.
If I could bounce my next one off of Danny just real quick.
Did I just take one of yours?
No, you didn't. Well, that was one of mine for sure, but I expanded even further.
Oh,
And I said, if you're going to charge for pay-for-play kind of thing, just bring back the ticket books, man.
Ticket books!
You can make, if you got the ticket books, you can still make magic for some people. People are going to think about, do I want to pay for this ride, that ride, or this ride? You know, it may, I don't know if it'll work, but it could balance out the lines better. Could have some standby, could have people willing to pay for the ticket books. I don't know. But it was like, if you're gonna do all that, you might as well just bring the ticket books, man. Why not?
Bring back e-tickets.
Yeah, give me that e-ticket, the D-ticket, A-ticket, whatever.
All the tickets.
Get the ticket.
And I'm leaving the park. It's like, hey, man, I got to catch a flight. I got a couple of e-tickets. Here you go. Have a magical day.
There you go.
You know, that kind of stuff. I was like, if you're going that route, you might as well just go back to that. That worked for you before. I don't know.
Kev, you went all Che Guevara on this.
I did, man. I was like, let's bring it. Let's boil it back.
That is true. Like, I thought I was being revolutionary with bring back paper fast passes. You're like, bring back the tickets.
No,
That is true revolutionary.
I'm
man.
balancing out the creative and the business, man. And it's like, if you want to charge for this stuff, that's how they used to do it.
That's
Why not?
That's straight
Wow.
Stoney
You're
Jackson
leading us
right
down
there.
there. Well, I mean, you know,
I don't know if I can go that far, but I understand the sentiment.
Yeah.
it's a long shot because, like, because I remember how we talk about with the new Disney Fast Pass or what the hell is it called now? Genie Plus.
Genie
Yeah.
Plus lightning
Like,
lane.
you can only guarantee like 2 or 3 attractions. Like, you know, you buy a ticket book, I can get a bunch of attractions in here.
There you go.
You know, more so than Genie Plus. Or
know what
whatever.
I want?
I just want a ticket book, no Genie.
Take a book.
But anyway, I just need to jump in there because it just fed off of what you just said. Perfectly.
Nice.
Well done. Well done.
Who next?
I'll go next because unless we want to go in order.
I
man,
don't know, because
at
I
this
think
point.
I've already knocked out 2. So
Hey, we're
You knocked
building.
out 2.
We're building upon
You
building,
build-
so we got some.
that's
to go
some more.
for.
This free flowing. So
I
go on.
gotta get this one out
Get it off your chest.
Gotta get this one
This is
out.
the form to get off your chest.
because
Yeah,
the
let it-
first one was legit. This one is even more legit to me. The Adventurers Club.
Oh,
Right there.
yeah.
Right there.
I gotta
You had
cross
wrote
that
it
off my
down?
list. I gotta cross it off my list now.
right there.
I'm looking at it right here.
Right there.
Eli wrote
right
the
there.
Adventurers
Right there.
Club.
Boom. Interactive.
It's the crown jewel of the former Pleasure Island. It was a bit of theater, bit of improv, bit of comedy, bit of music, bit of puppets, bit of storytelling, drinks. That's an adventure.
A little country,
Yes.
a little rock and roll
That is an adventure.
in a
if
club.
you will. And in you know what? I can even tell you where to put it. Throw out, like, we haven't gotten to Lee's second version of this, which would be like, what are things that you wish Disney would get rid of? Well, I wish
Tease.
they'd get rid of these damn rainforest cafes. Because if you put the Adventurers Club where that rainforest cafe is, right out there at the entrance to the Animal Kingdom, you can keep that thing going all night, man.
I got an idea.
Yeah.
Oh, go ahead.
Take the trees, cut them up, turn them into paper fast passes, and then put the Adventure Club right in there. Here you go.
Cut down the rainforest.
Scorch Earth.
I think they got a movie in the Land Pavilion about that.
It's called Fast Pass Should Be Made Again.
Sponsored by Schick.
Go ahead.
But no, man, the Adventurers Club, dude, that is a no-brainer. It's
Staple.
a complete no-brainer. There's no reason why this should not be happening, except for the fact that, and I don't mean to steal this from anybody else's next up thing, is that Disney just doesn't believe in live entertainment anymore.
Oh no, absolutely.
And that's very important because and the other thing is that's a really great icebreaker. Yeah, because I think when I had this segment, since I already had this on the list, so it's just
Yeah.
easier to talk about. This is the easiest talk I've had in a while. Like,
Oh
yeah.
man, I'm glad we could do that for you.
Thank you very much. That's why I love coming here. It was a total icebreaker because a lot of times, if y'all ever have traveled with us, we'll say something, we'll talk to cast, we don't care, and that was us before we became us. And so I would love to see us now in that environment with those people. With people, oh man, that would be great.
Oh, I would love that.
That would be a staple.
I would equate it to the Studio 54 of Disney World. I would say that is how significant the Adventurers Club was. It was everything. It was a perfect night spot. Sans children, obviously. Even then, like, if you wanted to redo it and do it with like a dinner service or something like that, totally fine. Whatever you need to do to carry that concept forward. But man, did they botch that when they took that away, to not recognize that there was a group of people that, and they keep bringing these characters back. That's what pisses me off. It's like, we're going to keep doing C, the Society of Explorers and Adventurers. We're going to keep using these characters and using these characters and using these characters. Great, but they don't exist in any tangible reality where we can go sit there and, again, bit of improv, bit of comedy, bit of something.
Can't batch that.
Yeah.
No.
Can't get your drink on and check that out. Yeah.
All right, so that's my second.
I like it.
And That's my
right,
third.
I gotta
That's
cross
your
that
third.
off my thing. All right.
All right. E, do you
Who's
have
got it?
I
E?
got some more. But I
got
mean, now this one's gonna be quirky.
Turkey leg.
Well, that's coming up too.
All right.
But,
I didn't mean to mow your lawn
That's all
or
right.
chew your bush. I don't know. What's this phrase?
But I mean, just be gentle with the teeth. So
I'm
yeah,
all
Be honest, you meant to do both.
yeah.
I'm all teeth.
All teeth.
It's called texture.
Oh my goodness.
In orthodontics.
Yeah.
That too.
Check that out. Well, the original recipe turkey leg was
Oh,
definitely.
you're
on the
bringing it
list.
up? Oh, okay.
I was, but I mean, you brought it up. I can't. I'm not gonna run away.
I'm
from
good
that.
at bringing it up.
All right. Well, yeah, bring it up. Chew on that. Don't say much on that original recipe.
The man's into orthodontics. You just heard what he said.
I know, that's what I'm
Don't
saying.
tempt him. He'll chew on it.
If you can get the original turkey leg recipe, of course, yeah, I'm chew on that all day. Look, that's one of those reasons why going to Disneyland is always a treat because
You got
they
that original recipe.
Yeah, not that weird salty kind. And look, he knows.
What's
He
wrong with
see
the
me.
salty kind?
It's not right. The taste is not right. It's like they just left this ingredient off, and you know the flavor that you expect at the you know what it's like. It's like when you have that lemonade drink or something you've been dying to have all day, and then you get it, and it has got that weird bitter taste because it's like NutraSweet or something.
They didn't
like,
balance out the sugar and the bitter enough.
You had
Yes.
that taste that you was expecting, and then when you went and had the drink, you're like, I'm gonna get the taste, and the drink was like, I'm not the taste. You're like, damn it, I don't want you no more.
They suck.
Yes,
This is
So,
not the taste you're
that's
looking for.
Not the taste.
This is not the taste.
That's right. OG, that's the taste.
Anti-taste.
That's it. That's it.
It's like Manti Teo, but different.
yeah. But this is an actual turkey leg recipe. Yeah, not the visible
It's a turkey leg you deserve.
It's a messed up story though.
You both got catfish. Is all that matters.
Yes.
I only fry catfish. You know what I'm saying?
And you eat it too.
I will.
All right, did Lee go? All
He will. Lee's gonna go.
I got another one for you.
right, go
Do
ahead.
you?
for you.
Slap our face
ahead.
with it.
Can we please get back real extended hours, morning hours, evening hours?
Oh, I
You
can
know,
do that.
You've got this little 30 minutes in the morning, which isn't nothing. And, if you're an on-site guest, of course, but like 30 minutes, what does that do for you?
Mhm.
And it's not even really 30 minutes because let's say the park opens at 8:30. So you're there at, you can get in at 8, but then like 8:15 or so, they start letting people through the gates to start lining up. So you're not even really getting much of an advantage anyway. And then the extended hours in the evening, they've replaced these. Number one, you can only get them if you're in a deluxe resort guest. So I don't like that at all.
Yeah. No, that's 100%.
I don't think that's the right thing to do. I don't think that's the Disney thing to do. I feel like, yes, I understand that people are paying more if they're a deluxe resort guests, and maybe there's some privileges and some things they should get. But, come on, man. Give the regular people some stuff too. Like,
Give a brother a chance.
why did that go away?
I don't even have a problem with this one so much, Lee, because I'd just do what they do in Disneyland. Keep the park open until midnight every night. Done.
I'd be happy with that.
Done.
Yeah, 100%.
To everyone, whoever's willing to stay up until midnight to see this, you are welcome to come in to our happy kingdom.
Yeah, it's like a hooker on a holiday.
Yes, I would be good with that. Hooker on a holiday, right?
That's right.
Yes.
They constantly
Whoever's willing to stay until midnight, you have access to everything.
access to all that.
It's hookers on a holiday.
It's holiday. They're a little busy on a
Stay
holiday.
out that
All that.
late.
They got the surge wages, like like Uber.
I would, yeah, I totally agree. I don't need to worry about getting up earlier than most. That's not why I go on a vacation.
Right.
I feel that though, Lee. I know Lee hits it.
No.
The sun comes up, Lee's out. But midnight is good enough.
Just give me generous hours. Your
Yeah.
park opens at 8, it closes at midnight.
The
yes.
sun will come out.
Just give me a bar that's open past
Yeah,
that.
I don't need.
Yeah.
I don't need a whole lot of early hours, late hours,
No.
early hours, late hours. I don't need that for different things at different times. Just an expansive opening or closing.
Yeah,
One or the other.
let all the important people that want to come in there early in the morning, like, hey, look, y'all knock yourselves out. Y'all hang out and do what you do till like 2:30, 3 o'clock. I'll pick up the evening shift.
Oh, I'll pick up the evening shift
I have
too.
no problem. Like, if you guys want to come in early, then
I love
kick
the
back
evening
out.
shift.
I'll come in the evening shift, and I'll be like, oh man, yeah, I wrote that too. Let's lie. Things are cool at night anyway. I
Oh,
agree.
they feel great. Yeah. They sound awesome. So I'm gonna whip this one out.
Whip it out, Kev.
Whip it out, Chris.
I'm gonna say bring back any nighttime parade, but more specifically, paint the night. Because I ain't got a chance to
that's a good
see
one,
that.
yeah.
I want to see paint the night bad, but damn, you just got to give us some kind of parade at night.
Yeah, I could see that 100%.
I want that back.
Can we have Wishes back with it?
I think it's
No,
coming
which
back.
is a fireworks spectacle. That's not a
it's
parade.
I know it's not a parade.
He wants
I'm
the
just-
full package.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He wants the parade and the fireworks.
No, yeah. I like the nostalgia that
Well,
you brought
then
up
while
on
we're
that.
at it, why not bring back illuminations? I mean, who needs?
Who needs taco barges?
And by the way, like, who needs 5 barges
5 barges
cluttering up the lagoon and
with swinging arms. It looks
Yes,
like the little
with-
blow up balloon thing.
5-story like water curtains and state of the art projection effects to
No more projections.
and
Yeah, you tired of that?
meanwhile, it doesn't do anything to make people feel anything more than what they felt with a beautiful score, beautiful, intricately planned fireworks,
Story.
and a meaningful message. Yeah.
Yeah.
Illuminations hit all those boxes. They tried to replace it. They failed miserably. Yeah.
But there's some pixie dust that say, oh, they're always changing things. Like, screw you. No, they don't. They can't admit that they messed this one up.
Well, that's the problem with them is that they just can't build on what worked. If you watch The Haunted Mansion, when they add to The Haunted Mansion, it works. It's like, we're not going to intrude on what you know and love. We're just going to add to things where we had, there was a dark period there, so we're going to add an MC Escher style staircase. And y'all didn't have anything to look at in line, so we're going to add an extended queue with all these different tableaus of gravestones and whatnot. I mean, it's like they added on to what it was you already loved, as opposed to taking away from what you loved,
Right.
and saying, hey, I know you love this, but we're going to give you something better. But
Right.
it's never better.
And no, and if the thing caused harm to people or like these people, I can see that. But yeah, if your stigma is you build upon tradition and you say, hey, if you remember this as a child and then you become an adult and then you want to take your kid, you guys share the memories. Well,
Sure.
that's not how it works. If I come out and I say, I remember seeing this, like you say, paint the night, and then like I bring my daughter or grandkid, and then the grandkid's like, well, where's paint the night?
There ain't no painting.
I like, well, it was here. It was here. Now they got the thing with water and film. Let's go
Yeah.
use the bathroom. That's what it made Granddaddy want to do. Look at
Water
all this
and
water.
Well, they're like, this is very showy, but it doesn't make me feel anything.
Yeah.
And meanwhile, wishes and illuminations and paint the night made you feel something.
Substance.
Yeah. It has something to it.
Why don't they just do World of Color at Epcot?
Oh.
Or
No.
a version of that?
No.
No? Okay.
No. You could do World of Color over at Hollywood Studios, not at Epcot.
No, but I like World of Color, but the lagoon is way too big, I
Yeah.
think.
That's exactly
it's just,
what it is.
It's huge. It would be hard to do. People would be getting wet. All over the lagoon. Gonna get wet! Got white t-shirt contests everywhere.
Oh.
Bring back Stacy. Let's put that on
Oh!
his. Boom.
Put it on my list. Bring back Stacy.
Bring back
'cause
Stacy.
Stacy J. Aswad.
That is the best
It's
too. Like
awesome.
every time I play you, Kevin, in fantasy football with that, I just stare at our score all the time. I just be looking at your team all the
For the
time.
listeners, we do have a fantasy football team, 2 fantasy football leagues that we run with the podcast. And in one of the leagues, my team name is Stacy J. Cashwad because we're in the Big Cheddar Mountain League. And I have a picture of Stacy, yes.
Fun to play, Kevin.
Yes.
Like, man, if I'm winning or losing, I don't know. Just a good game to watch.
Yes.
Yes.
You're going to get wet.
All right, so for my last one, and this is something I don't know if you guys even know about, I want them to bring back the bounce back offer. If you don't know what that is, when used to be when you would check out of your Disney vacation before you left, you could book your next vacation at a discounted rate. So it was a guaranteed way to get a discount on your next Disney vacation. Now, you had to do it there at the park or at the resort before you left.
Oh, they do that on the cruise.
Yeah, I was going to say it's very cruise reminiscent.
Yeah, they do that on the cruise, I remember, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So it's, I don't understand how this is like, it's a no-brainer for me. It's,
It's because you're a travel agent.
Yeah.
well, of course. Yeah, but still.
Lee speaking with his wallet.
Yeah, well, Disney, like, come on, man. Like, this is a person that had a great vacation. They had a wonderful time. They can't wait to come back.
Pay cash.
Get them right then and get that next vacation booked.
Get that dollar. I like.
Wow.
I thought when he said bounce back, I don't know why I thought it was something about chicks twerking.
Bring it back. Bring it back. Bring it back. Boop, up, bring it back. Bring it back. Bring it back.
I don't know if you follow Lee Lastavica on Facebook, ladies and gentlemen, but the Facebook profile might fool you. Lee Lastavica is a proud capitalist. I promise.
I want my money bounced back to me, goddamn.
Wow, that's funny. That's what he went with.
I
Wow.
didn't see that coming.
Not a
that's good.
chance.
Oh man, that's priceless, man. I like it.
Wow, I'm kind of surprised here because I am left in the unenviable position to choose between two things
Yeah.
that I have up here right now.
I think you ought to balance out the business with the creative.
you know, but they're both really good things that I think need to be back in this park. So,
Well, they'll do it. I think unleash both.
There's more than just two, by the way. But I mean,
Give them the pair.
I get to pair it up.
Give them the pair, man. Give them the pair.
Au pair.
Au
Okay.
pair.
All right,
Slang the pair on them.
So I get to tie stuff? Is that how
Yes.
this works? All right. So I'm going to start with what I originally had as my number 3 because I figured somebody would take it off the board before I got to it. But the original Journey into Imagination
on my list.
and image work.
Yes.
I mean, how can you have a place that is built upon imagination and have such a poor tribute to it in the park? How can you have a character that is so popular that it can sell 1 million popcorn buckets and even a couple of bad sketches of itself and still somehow in the parks make him look like an annoying little douche? I don't know how you don't fix Journey into Imagination when you've got a character that represents imagination, such as Figment. He should be the figurehead of Epcot, and they have cut his nuts off since day whatever it was that they decided to.
Is that why he sounds like that? He sounds like a eunuch.
Yeah, you didn't hear they're gonna make a sequel called Fig Nuts. That's what they're going. That's what
He's nutless. the Imagination Dragon.
I want that on a T-shirt. Fig nuts and like Figment going there like, I don't know.
all I got is imagination. I got no nuts. They cut it off.
So
Yeah.
that is what I would put at number 3.
Oh man,
Does it feel like a nut? No, you don't.
did I imagine that I had no nuts?
Not just Figment, the whole
Yes, I agree.
image works. Like
Yeah.
they need to bring that whole thing back. They won't because now it's a DVC lounge, which, by the way, when we get to the whole thing of what we're going to remove from the parks, I might think of just saying, just get rid of DVC members. The hell with them all. Sorry, Kev.
That's
You
all right.
got to go.
So you
Y'all have helped make this bad for the rest of us.
you cut your nuts down.
Oh man, I don't know. They screwed us over. They took our money. They took our money and said, "F you guys."
Nobody
time.
beats the mouse. Nobody beats the mouse.
That's
So
right. You can't beat them out. You can't bet against the house.
What you doing
Oh,
here?
you can't bet against the mouse.
I've got to think it over. I'll think it over.
That makes sense.
All right, but I'll give you what the next number 3 would have been.
What is
Yeah.
that?
Okay.
Pair.
And I think this really deserves to be said. I think this really deserves to be talked about. And I think this really is something that we'll all come together on.
I'm so worried.
Come together.
I don't know what it is with Disney lately, but if they decided to declare war on brunch slash
on
breakfast, I would
brunch.
even say in Disney World, because Narcoossee's, California Grill, 1900 Park Fair,
Yeah.
so many of those great iconic breakfast slash brunch places have gone away, and there's no change coming on the horizon that
No
I
hope.
know of. No hope coming.
Wave the
Lee,
dodo.
correct me if I'm wrong here, but 1900 Park Fair was the best breakfast on property. That is
Hear, hear.
not happening right now, right?
It's still not back. I mean, Akashers is coming back, so that's good. They may even be back by the time we air this podcast. But I don't care for actors either. But yeah, I mean, like, how do you not have your best one back yet?
No, not even close. Yeah, that's exactly it. 1900 Park Fair is barred. Like, when people say, like, you're the Disney guy, where should we book a character breakfast at? I have to be like, I don't know.
Yeah.
I really don't ask me to recommend one. I can't, because they're all kind of interchange. It's like, what character do you want to see? It's not like just that you got to see good characters, but you had a great breakfast. You had flexibility in what you decide. You had a great atmosphere. No, 1900 Park Fair, for that to not be there is a crime. For California Grill brunch not to be there is a freaking crime. That is a horrible injustice
Terrible.
to anybody
Terrible.
and everybody that loves a good meal on property. And look, and I'm gonna finish out with what you know, which is the Narcoossee's brunch, because that's been going on for the longest. But I mean, they cut that out long before. Like, California Grill was an established brunch that was off the chain. Great views, live music, you name it. Sushi. My God, they had sushi up there. I mean,
I love sushi.
it was a winner on so many different levels, and people paid upwards of $100 just for the opportunity to have brunch over there. The Narcoossee's waterfront brunch, to me, was the crown jewel of brunches.
You're not alone.
And
Sexy.
for those who don't understand it, the decor and menu were upscale, just like California Grill, but with a little bit more of a relaxed
Vibe.
atmosphere, a
Yeah.
vibe. Thank you. And included in the $69 cost for your brunch,
Tell it.
you got your option of bottomless mimosas
Oh!
or bottomless Bloody Marys.
Oh!
And when I say a Bloody Mary, I'm not talking about a typical Bloody Mary. I'm talking about Bloody Mary, and I've got pictures of this. And Eli had it. I'm talking about a Bloody Mary, which was a meal in and of itself, because it had a king crab claw, it had a jumbo shrimp, it had applewood smoked bacon, and it had a blue cheese stuffed olive.
That's
Right
crazy.
in that Bloody Mary.
That sounds beautiful.
It was a meal in and of itself. And if you wanted to switch back and forth between the mimosa and the Bloody Mary, they let you do that for $69.
I love 69.
Bottomless. Both of
I
them.
love bottomless.
Yes, you got a pastry basket.
Cafe
filled
risque.
with cheese and cherry danishes and croissants.
I
and
love it all.
cinnamon rolls and blueberry muffins and all that. Then you got an appetizer. I remember.
Appetizers.
Yes, I chose a French onion soup. That was me, because I'm a French onion soup.
I love French
guy.
onion soup.
Yes,
I love it.
But they had salads and whatnot. But then you got an entree on top of that: omelets, steak and eggs, lobster eggs Benedict, and our waitress. And I'm not even sure if she's right on this one, but our waitress told us that if we wanted another entree, they cooked that too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she fed us a couple of times
Yes,
off of that.
she did. Fed us multiple entrees.
I love it. I
That's
love
why-
food.
It was made to order.
Food
and
rocks.
for $69. All you can drink, $69. And then a trios of dessert. Like, you had not just one dessert, all the dessert.
all the desserts.
Yes.
All that. And they ain't put no crazy mushrooms in your omelet neither. They ain't do none of that.
Oh, damn.
Typically when Danny says something and I'm like, oh yeah, he's right, or I agree with it, I flip out. But when he said that I don't know why I had like this reverence. Like it took me
Yes.
there for a second. Like I saw it and I was like, I'm gonna just be quiet.
Oh, damn.
That was so good. I could taste it right now.
Yes.
I could taste it right now. Man, they need to bring that back.
Oh,
They
that'd be
should
awesome.
bring that back.
I can tell you one of my honorable mentions is this, guys, is I want Disney to bring back vacations that are easier to plan. I don't want to have to spend, I don't know how many days out to make an ADR.
That's an honorable mention? That should have been like right up there.
Yeah,
I'll go with that.
It probably should be right. I mean, I didn't really have honorable mentions. This is like right on my list.
I think it's an honorable mention because it's honorable that you mention it, but the shit ain't never gonna happen.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, that's why it's the stuff you want to bring back.
That's what I wanted to bring back. Yeah, it's because it's like it's gotten so complicated just to book something like this. It's like, man, I don't want to. I mean, yeah, maybe I could use a Disney travel agent, sure, but there was a time we didn't really have to. Using a travel agent was a little bit more luxurious, but nowadays it's like if you got to pay for somebody that's more dedicated to spend time navigating this.
That's fairly accurate. That's pretty accurate. That's very accurate, actually. Because back in the
100%.
day, I've never planned a trip for myself. Usually, I go with someone and they say, "Okay, what do you want to do? This is what we're gonna do." But yeah, the conversations have gotten more detailed.
Yeah, very
currently.
detailed. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's craziness.
And
see that.
you're right. It should not be this detailed to
No.
plan a vacation because, I mean, and we just had, and it was funny because before you got here, Kevin and I were just joking about that interview that Bob Chapek did. And I even advocated at one point in time for Bob Chapek to get a chance, but
Oh
he's
yeah,
proven himself to be just as much of a corporate puppet as Bob Iger was. I mean,
Yeah.
and I just, it's so frustrating because we want to be able to see something and be able to book something beyond what it is that we're expected to endure.
Mm-hmm.
And he was like, "Yeah, I see theme park reservations as the way of the future." And it's like,
Why?
no,
No.
it's not a way of the future. It's a necessary evil. If you've booked a Disney vacation to be like, "This park sucks. It's too crowded. I want to go to the other one now," and to not have that option, or to be charged extra for that option, or for that option to be made difficult in whatever manner that they're trying to go ahead and do it. Vacation should be about flexibility and reliability in terms of being able to do whatever it is that you want to do when you want to do it. And that's the problem with Disney vacations that everyone is screaming about, which is that we can't do what we want to do when we want to do it, and we're paying top dollar for this. We're not paying a discounted rate. We're not paying Six Flag prices. We're paying Disney prices, and we're not being allowed to do what we want to do when we want to do it.
That's it. You know,
no, that's totally it. That's just like the brunch. That's got everything in it, all you can eat.
even the sides
That's it.
and the drink.
Mm-hmm. With some bacon.
All right, what else we got?
Well, I had two. So you said rapid fire, just boom, boom.
Go
and
for
then-
Yeah,
and
go
then
for you
walk
too.
out?
I'm curious.
I'll play cleanup.
All
Yes.
right, fair enough. First off, I wish that they would bring back Touchstone Pictures.
Oh, splash!
Yeah, I would love to see what they would do with that property again. Like, you know, they don't need to say about the list of movies and libraries that we've quoted and whatnot, but
There's
it
a
would
bunch. Yeah,
It would be interesting to see what they could do with that since they kind of like let it go. That was my first one. The second one was just kind of like, ugh. I wish they would really harp on taking Marvel and bringing it back to Marvel Phase 1 and actually making it the beautiful storytelling thing that it was.
Oh no,
Nice.
dude! You know it's funny. I put that on my thing. It's like bring back better storytelling
Yeah.
in general, and that goes to like maybe even the Star Wars stuff too.
Yeah, but that would involve them doing something original. And that's the
That's
thing. It's
exactly
like,
it.
That's where I think Kevin Feige gets credit he doesn't deserve.
No.
Is that those original stories were good all in of themselves, and then he killed off all those characters, and now he's got to make new characters and new stalwarts of the Marvel Cinematic Universe, and they can't.
Yeah, everybody knew the people that you introduced to the screen. You just
Yeah.
had to put them right there, and then that's it. And
Yeah.
and then carry them forward. I was just like, man, fine, keep your Captain Americas, keep your Iron Mans, get a new Black Panther. Like, just keep that pantheon going forward. Just stick in Phase 1. and just-
Pantheon.
yeah, forever. There you go.
Ah,
So
All right.
yeah,
cool, man.
Am I up?
You're playing cleanup. You got your rapid fire. Fire away. Pop, 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 pop.
I'm going to roll through this as fast as I can.
Yes, sir.
I'm going to pause for effect for all you to
To gas.
comment, compliment,
All right.
disagree, whatever y'all need to do.
Okay.
Anything and everything I'm about ready to say.
I am curious to see what you got to roll.
Okay.
I'm worried.
The old test track.
I thought you were gonna say the Old Testament.
As
back
a,
to Old
We can do that
Testament.
too. Why not?
as a former Seahawk, I do miss that.
The old test track.
Old Testament.
I
Yeah,
like that.
I like that.
Its inclusion in Future World was always a bit of a head scratcher, but the ride worked. It made sense. You knew it was happening. You got the story. It all made sense. You dug the experience. The new one, I could give a damn less about designing the virtual reality car of the future or railroading around some virtual test track imagination, digital format of the future to some lightened Tron, minus 3000 kind of way of the future. Old test track. I missed that. I wish they would bring that back over the new one.
Agreed.
Tuna Carpaccio Niçoise.
Yay! Freshly removed. We want it back.
A dick for not being able to at least
Tuna Carpaccio.
take something that people enjoyed and bring it back in some level. Yeah, the hell with you. Tuna Carpaccio Niçoise. It was so awesome. It was almost like you. It was almost like you heard us raving about it, and you decided, nah,
take it away.
We can't make them happy for it. Not even for a split second. We got to take that away. Tuna Carpaccio Niçoise. Go to hell for taking that away for whatever oyster, whatever the hell they were doing. And God knows. The Kitchen Cabaret.
Oh, veggie fruit.
What a great show that was. And what have we got since then?
Nothing.
Exactly.
Nothing.
You're going to tell me you can't put it where the old Circle of Life Theater was, where they're playing some other show that no one's going to go see? Come on. The Writer's Stop.
Yes!
The Writer's Stop is something that still to this day, it was the only thing that felt like a coffee shop, a bookshop, something where you could be like, man, if I was missing a Disney book, that's where I
That's where you
go
can find it.
to fill my compilation.
And a carrot cake cookie.
And the carrot cake cookie. Thank you.
Carrot cake cookie.
And good coffee. The coffee was decent.
Speaking of coffee, the Cat Chorus Frappe. The Cat Chorus Frappe.
Just that.
F*** you. You for not bringing back the Cat Cora Frappe.
Delicious.
Like, you could have done away with everything that Cat Cora ever did, but that Frappe, no, that was delicious.
I had that once and it was gone.
The magic of Disney animation in the original tour, oh my God. Bring back the original animators so we can watch them animate something. I don't even care if it's digital animation at this point in time.
Mm-hmm.
I would have been good with that. The Sea Base Alpha theming, I would have been cool with you bringing that back. At least make me think that I'm under the sea. Being able to swim in any pool in the resort circle of pools.
Yes!
The hell were y'all thinking, taking the ability away to book at the All-Stars but swim at the Yacht and Beach Club? The hell with you for that.
I didn't know you could ever do that.
Yes, you could.
Yeah, they didn't track
They
that.
didn't check you. They didn't track you. They didn't do any of that stuff. Character-shaped topiaries outside the Contemporary and the Magic Kingdom. I remember that, along with the arcade when I was a kid, showing up and seeing topiaries just designed to look like characters and shapes. That was just unbelievable. The condiments bar over at Pecos Bill. Oh, my God.
Yes!
Buffet in itself.
Bring that
Six
back.
cheese.
Thank you.
Good stuff.
Cheese.
Mushrooms.
Mushrooms, onions, all that, as much as you can handle. Give me riding back in the front car of the monorail.
Yay!
I'm sorry that some idiot at one point in time screwed stuff up, but no family was in front of there. I'm sorry. No family was in front of there. No families were harmed in the...
No animals are harmed in filming
no
of this.
family, no foul.
Right.
Yes.
Can we not allow people to get that little extra certification for sitting in front of the monorail? I think we could do that. A villain store. Can I not get a villain store? No villain store anymore?
No villain store
villains
anymore.
in Vogue? Nothing? Any of the villains? Can't get that?
Oh, I was like the villain T-shirt.
What about the planning DVDs?
Oh, I love the
you
planning
remember
DVDs.
The planning DVDs.
Oh,
You'd walk away watching the planning DVDs over and over and over and over
Man,
again.
I'll even take the thumb drive that they used
I
to
would
send
love
out.
that. My God, that's how I prepared for my next trip.
I loved it.
Watching the planning DVDs.
I still have mine.
Can I get the Magical Express back?
Oh,
Can I
something.
get a little bit of
Oh, you
Magical
want the bus
Express?
back with the TV?
Yes.
Dad?
How nice was that?
My luggage, I check it in
oh
at
my
home.
God. I
Shut
know.
it there.
I'm going to go to my park. My luggage is going to be at my hotel. I am at peace here. I love this.
Tell it. Get it.
Why can't we bring back Joe Rohde while we're at
That
it?
boy good.
Why can't we bring-
That
I
boy
love his
good.
lobes. Great lobes.
I liked it. Bring
Like,
back
like Lisa Lobes.
Lisa Lowe.
What about talking bus drivers? Why can't we have talking bus drivers anymore?
I love talking
want
bus
some
drivers.
bus drivers that feel free to talk to their people.
And talking
Why
heads.
can't we have that no more?
Same as it ever was.
Exactly. What about 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea?
What?
Where did that go?
I already
That's
feel
too
like
deep.
20,000 leagues under. What happened?
They figured out a way to make Nemo work out over in Disneyland. We can't have a submarine ride under the sea in Disney World.
Oh, that sea was broke.
What's that about? Streetmosphere Entertainment. What happened?
What happened?
What happened? Why can't I watch a guy balance a friggin' chair on his chin? Why can't I see that no more?
Can't see it no more.
That's wrong.
What happened to Roselli sisters? Where did they go?
Oh, they loved you.
They loved me, and
Yes.
I loved them, and we loved each other, and it was all synchronicity.
Oh, the
Kevin.
love.
Oh, it was.
Yeah.
No.
Bring it back.
A quick story. When Danny and I went on our first podcast trip, we went to Italy and we saw the Roselli sisters, and they saw him like, ooh. And they said something in Italian, and they brought him up twice to be part of their act. It was like an act where they do like act out scenes, and they pull up people from the audience to be part of the scenes.
Like
and they pulled him up twice, and they made
be
him
like
hold a fig leaf too.
Oh, like an
Greatness.
Adonis or something.
Yeah.
right?
he was
Greatness
like an Adonis.
recognizes greatness.
Yes.
That's beautiful. That's
And
beautiful.
lastly, Horizons. What the hell, man? Mission Space, really?
Mesa
This crappy
Verde.
ride? This is what we got to deal with?
Oh,
We
man.
can't have Horizons?
We can't have it because they
Goddamn.
can't bring it back.
Bring back Horizons over this crappy ride that no one wants to see, no matter how many times you downgrade it.
But they got a restaurant that takes you to space.
What about that?
There's nothing wrong with the restaurant that takes you to place. So
You can
that
eat
is
space.
my
That is your rapid fire.
that is my rapid fire
Awesomeness.
list of things that I wish Disney would bring back in no real order whatsoever.
Oh no, I think
There's more. I want the Fiesta Arcade back at the Contemporary.
I want them to bring back the magic.
Yes.
Oh, I wanted to
Snap.
bring back that band when you go out there to Mexico.
I wanted to bring back the baby back.
That was included in my Streetmosphere. Yes, yes, them too.
Baby back.
All that.
Oh man,
I want the baby back, baby back, baby back, baby back.
What?
I want that bounce back, bounce back, bounce back.
back, bring it back.
The butter that was shaped to look like characters. Why can't I have
I want
that
that
no more?
butter back, butter back, butter
Yeah.
back.
Back.
Resort theme merchandise. Why do I only get like one or two options?
Oh,
Man, I
that's
used
a
to have
big
a whole
one.
mug and a man.
That's a big one. We should have the top of our list. That's a good one.
resort theme merchandise.
Resort,
Another one.
unique resort theme merchandise, not just generic resort. But I want like contemporary
Y'all picked out a
merchandise.
scab here.
I
Y'all
know,
really
it's
did
terrible.
because I can go on forever about things I wish I
know
would bring back.
you had that like built in you.
It's called
until
Hood
you-
Oh
Chutzpah.
yes! Oh
Yeah,
man,
it's
there's
good
a
stuff.
whole lot of.
We gave him the space to let it out.
Right, and he
Yeah,
He
needed that.
feels good.
He needed that.
Yeah,
and
so
that's
it's
not
there.
even things like I felt like they could have done Discovery Island better.
Yes, I think
But
they did. They gave
they
us
did.
Animal Kingdom. No, they didn't.
So I'm okay with them letting it go, but like this isn't even stuff that I'm saying. Like I wish they would reimagine it in a better way. This is stuff like just bring back what y'all used to have. That would be better than not having nothing.
Nothing.
Man, this brings us to the end of our awesome discussion. And look, your opinions are always welcome on this show, so make sure you shoot us an email at show@magicourway.com or call or text us at 1815-WEEKEND. That's 1815
Mo weekend
669-4226. We want to hear what you guys would wish Disney would bring back, your ideal world, just out of curiosity. Reminisce a little bit with us. And what do you want to see back in there so you can share with whomever you want to share it with?
That's right. Tell us what you want. What you really, really want.
What? What do we want? What do we really, really want?
You wanna?
You want to?
You wanna?
You want to?
You wanna?
You want to?
What is it? Zoom, zoom, zoom.
I want you to go support Eli at ivorycomics.com. He's got a lot of awesome stuff there. I want you guys to book a vacation with Lee by emailing him at lee@magicourway.com. And I want you to support us on Patreon. Go to patreon.com/magicourway. And you can also go to magicourway.com to find all of our other stuff. And look, guys, thanks for listening. Magic out.